not a I told y'all moment because I feel like a lot of y'all knew this before I knew this. Like y'all already, some of y'all put two and two together early, right? Um, looks like 50 Cent really truly is putting out a T.I. and Tiny documentary. I am surprised at, I don't want to make this all about this one vlogger. I rock with him. I love his content. But I do respectfully and vehemently disagree with what he was saying and his take on this topic. He's talking about the he said it was what's my son's name? The platform is Urban Politicians Urban Politicians TV, and the streamer, the vlogger is Big Ant, the spokesman. Salute to the young brother. I love his work. You know what I'm saying? But I've disagreed with him before. I don't. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's going to agree on everything. I mean, this feels like Southern bias, maybe, and I can forgive bias regardless. It is what it is. Like, because I know I got my Northern bias, and all this, that, and third. But I'm kind of tripping because in his coverage on this topic, he kind of, I get the impression, if I'm misreading it, then somebody can correct me on it. But I'm getting the impression that he disagrees or he's upset. I don't want to say upset, maybe that's a strong word. He feels like 50 is going too far with the documentary. He feels like this, all right, 50 is, that's an L for 50. Him doing this is an L. Like he couldn't beat him with raps or whatever. Like he's resorting to this. This is some sort of an L for him. When I'm like, 50 told you. I'm just, hold on a second. Where's my man? Welcome to the nation, y'all. Monster Nation, that is. I'm your host, your tour guide, the president. I'm the king around here. I'm the landlord, owner, tenant, the janitor. I'm mops the damn floor. What you, if you don't follow the rules? The rules are you gotta like, comment, subscribe, hype, hit the bell for all notifications so you don't miss nothing. If you're trying to be a taxpaying citizen of the nation, then leave us a super thanks, super chat, or a cash app. We rather the cash app, but y'all do y'all. Cash app tag is in the description, along with the Bandcamp link and the merch link, which is there for those of you who want some shirts and all of that. You know what I'm saying? Hoodies, hats. The Bandcamp link is there for those of you who would rather hear me rap than to hear me yap. You know what I mean? All of the mixtapes is there. So go there and indulge. Also, when you're writing on the walls in the building, in the nation, spell the names of our dignitaries correctly. What's up to everybody chiming in? What's the word? Uh, yeah. It's helter skelter, not helter skelters. A's and H's, no E's and R's. It's monster, not monster. It's A, no ER. It's ROCK. Don't leave out the K, please. I see somebody spell monster wrong already in here. Maybe you're new here, but these are the rules. Also, it is BCC, not BBC. Pause. That's what your girl said. Pause, protesters, get your ass out of here. We are pause practitioners. We playfully practice, yet professionally practice the pause predominantly and profusely, proficiently. Salute to my brother P. Sean lives on. Yeah. Why you hate fun? Do you not get upset when I say that's what she said, but you get upset when I say pause? Then who is it with the phobia? Is it you or I? I say pause to heterosexual situations as well. Where you would have said that's what she said, I say pause to that too. Understand what I'm saying? It's no phobia. It's fun. It's a word association exercise that we play amongst each other. Anyway, what's rocking? Wait, so that's what your girl said. Hey, yo. I saw another comment. Somebody said that 50 was blowing smoke. That's the same thing Dame Dash said about 50 when he was talking about the Puff Daddy documentary. You know, it was taking too long to come out, and niggas was like, he's capping. This not going down. What do you know? First of all, movie productions and stuff like that can take a very long time. It's a real thing. But back to what I was saying. To the homie Big Ant and to anybody else who feel like 50 is going too far, like like he going too far with the documentary. Like this is an L. Like 50 showed you niggas he wasn't gonna rap a long time ago. He showed y'all that plain and simple when the Let's Rap About It boys went in and got in the booth and was like, all right, we can't troll you as good as you troll us. Well, maybe that was what they was thinking. But they're like, yo, the podcast is called Let's Rap About It. We gonna rap about it. 50 said, I'm not rapping with y'all. I'm not rapping, period. I'm not rapping. Is how he felt, right? Then Papoose, he start Papoose situation. Papoose, no raps. Matter of fact, Papoose ain't dropped no raps on him. But niggas knew Papoose was waiting. Niggas misinterpreted because Papoose dropped. It wasn't even. It was something else he dropped a while ago. Like I think allhiphop.com mistakenly reshared an old verse and framed it as a 50 Cent diss, and 50 might have jumped out the window. But he didn't rap. He didn't rap. He made a comment. He made a comment. It was like, I ain't never rapping until you learn how to blah 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 blah. He didn't rap. You know what I'm saying? I feel like T.I. really, and I'm not saying he's wrong for it. I'm not saying he's crazy. Most of us really believe we the best rappers in the world. Everybody don't though. Some of these dudes be lying. They don't really believe they the best rapper in the world. They just say that because it's in the rule book. You got to say that. T.I. really one of those dudes who believe he's the best rapper. He really believe he's a better rapper than 50. That's for sure. You know what I'm saying? So he thought that either 50 was going to rap, which he probably wouldn't. He thought he could best 50 in that, though. He thought he could beat 50 there. Right? But there's a possibility that he won't. Either way, I'm going to get some promotion off of this because whatever. I ain't scared. We not scared over here. It is what it is. And then all of the sons jumped in and they got some promo too. It is what it is, right? Thought that was all good. It was a win-win situation for him. Even if 50 rap back, it just drags out the promotion. You know what I mean? He trolling 50 with the whole, you make memes, I make music. Mr. Tip, sir. I don't understand. I don't know why you pronounced movies. I don't know why you spelled movies MEMES. But that's what I make, sir. You make you make memes, you make memes, I make music expeditiously. Son said, you forgot. I make movies, sir. And we didn't know that. I didn't see it coming over. I was saying, I don't know. I was slow on the uptake. I was like, 50's gonna do something. I don't know what it is. But like, huh? Why didn't I think this? I might have thought it might have been a fleeting thought that went in one ear and right out, just flew inside my head and out and right back out. But bruh, this is going to, what did you think he was going to? So, I mean, and granted, to be fair, people, a lot of people were fair. A lot of people felt like King was going too far with all of the, the dig your mother great, dig up your mother's stuff, this, that, and the third, putting his mom's on a t-shirt. Honestly speaking, I didn't feel like that was too far. You know why? Because that's what the young niggas do now. That's right on par. That's on brand for what they do right now. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like, all right, 50, he got he got a little 50 know that once T.I.'s son entered the chat, he probably knew T.I.'s son was going to enter the chat anyway. If not all of them, definitely King, right? Whatever. We know. Like, listen, does what King did seem out of character for King? Does what Damani did seem out of character for what Damani did? Everybody's just being himself. I feel like everybody's doing what's within their wheelhouse. But when 50, who has just shown the nigga done power, this, that, and 4 or 5 different versions of power, BMF, documentaries, this, that, and the third, all of the things he doing, he did the Diddy Doc. Did we forget that this was in 50's wheelhouse? Documentaries? Did we forget? So again, to the brother, respectfully, how is this a L? How is this the L for 50? You know what I mean? Niggas is talking about all of those, the T.I. situations, they are, they've already been resolved. Like no charges have stuck to him or whatever, this, that, and the third. These things were proven to be not. I don't know the details of all of that, but I know that shit don't really. Respectfully, not to scrape no, not to throw no dirt on T.I. and all of that. But again, I know dudes who go to jail for things they didn't do, and I know dudes who don't go to jail for things that they did. I know dudes who take things to trial they was dead guilty for and win, get acquitted. Like niggas will fight fair and square and win. Then niggas will fight fair and square and lose. It is what it is, right? So just because you were proven, if you were found not guilty in a civil court of law or whatever court, doesn't mean that you didn't just get away with murder. You know what I'm saying? It don't mean that. The facts are the facts. So yeah, none of us knew that this was in 50's wheelhouse. That's too far. That's a 50 taking the air. I knew he was bothered by this, blah, 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 blah. No, this what he do now. We just not showed you. He just showed you. Anyway, I don't want to beat y'all over the head with this. But it is what it is now. I disagree with that situation with the homie. But yeah, like we had to know this was coming. I said in a few vlogs ago, I stated, I'm like, listen, if you ain't got no dirt on your jacket, go make a diss record about 50. It's going to get wild promoted. You know what I'm saying? Just because his name is attached to it. It better be good because his fan base is still his fan base and they going to smoke you. But you better not have no dirt on your jacket. You better not. It's not going to go well. Real talk. Let me see. Let me see something. Somebody talking about surviving Epstein needs to be made. It does. It does. You know how many projects I'm working on right now? It's ridiculous, right? And my team is way smaller than 50. I'm working on mad projects, but if something like I'm working on 10 projects. Not all of them are albums, but I'm saying 10 different things that the model of them is to either entertain somebody or to entertain y'all or bring me money, whatever, create streams of income. They all work, right? But I'm working on 10 probably more things. Like, some of them are albums, some of them are, a couple of. But if a good idea comes up, sometimes that jumps the line. Like I know I'm working on 20 things right now, but this shit right here needs my attention. I'm gonna start this too. You know what I mean? So it takes a while sometimes, but this man, yeah, he can. It's very easy for him to add that to the. You know what I'm saying? What somebody said, Ti is corny as F. Oh, I thought y'all was about to diss 50. Um, I don't care. All right, so it says Ti is corny as F. He begs for a versus and 50 ain't rapping no more. He's scared of Lil Wayne and 50 can't help the way Tiny look. Respectfully, I mean I can't argue with none of that. You know what I mean? But yeah. Then 50 goes to Yonkers and squash the beef, pause, and more. What y'all talking about? The beef that 50 had with Jada kissing him? See, what I've learned is what I know from, because I know people, right? What I've learned is some of 50 beefs be just hip hop. They not real beefs. He never really wanted beef with Jadakiss and all. Like I know dudes who ran in some of Rough Rider circles. You know, I was in the room with Super Mario one time, and I believe he might have said something. I could be mistaken. It could have been somebody else. It could have been Arliss. Anybody, somebody from. I was in a room with more than with more than two people on two occasions that was close enough to Rough Riders to let me know that it was situations where 50 and with G Unit could have mashed, could have did D Block bodily harm because they had the advantage and 50 instructed them not to. Like this ain't that. This is hip hop. You know what I mean? But then certain other dramas was dead ass. And if niggas seen each other, it was on site. You know what I mean? But yeah, a point I was getting to, I don't know if y'all noticed, but I forgot my point a second ago, but I remembered it. I remember it now. When they dudes was talking about the TI charges, most of them being worked out, this, that, and the third, ain't nothing really happened. Um, all of those allegations, he wasn't convicted enough. As a matter of, and there's a statute of limitation. It's like you ain't doing nothing but slinging, but slinging mud. And Ti can pretty much do the same thing to Ti. Ti can pretty much do the same thing to 50. As a matter of fact, anybody can do that to any celebrity because you know you famous be like everybody, like anybody famous could have somebody accuse them of something and it hurt their career. You're right. That is true. But I'm willing to bet that no one will ever accuse me of anything like that. And I'm famous. I might not be as famous as them. But to some people, like to people who don't know, once they seen you on TV, they think you rich. Savvy people, some most people know better. There are a lot of people who know better, but there is a population of people who think just because you looking at me on a computer screen right now, this ain't even a TV. If you see a nigga on TV, there's food there. He's possible food. You know what I mean? Like niggas go around like remember I don't know, I'm not sure what the state is now, what the conditions is now, but I know a few years ago, by the time it was, around the time when salute to the brother Benny the Butcher, around the time he got shot, it felt like being a rapper was the most dangerous job in the world. It's like niggas was trying to rob or shoot a rapper everywhere. You know who wasn't really worried about that? Me. And it's not because, well, I mean, it is partially because I don't wear a bunch of flashy jewelry, but I do wear jewelry, and dudes have lost their life for less jewelry than I own. You understand? Niggas have lost their life for less. But it's my vibration. It's how I carry myself. It's how I treat people mostly. The same reason I'm pretty confident won't nothing bad happen to me on these streets, so on and so forth. I'm very confident. No, but I don't give a fuck if I go triple platinum to tomorrow. Ain't nobody making no Rockness Monster, surviving Rockness Monster documentary. Not on no pedo, no grapo, none of that. None of that's happening. But anyway, I gotta go. If y'all made it to the end of this video, let me get 4 microphones. Salute to Big Ant, the spokesman. I'm a fan. I'm gonna watch more of your stuff tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? But I just disagree with that point right there. You know what I mean? Yeah. Rock on, y'all.